Shout out to our sponsor, 1-800-Flowers. If you're in the US, Mother's Day is just around the corner, so thank her for putting up with you all this time by using 1-800-Flowers to send 24 multicolored roses for $24. That's $1 per rose. To get the offer by today, visit 1-800-Flowers.com/no. Welcome to The Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins, and breaking news! The PlayStation 4 is really popular. Sony says it's now shipped 60 million PS4s, which means that it continues its reign as the console champ of this generation. The company shipped 20 million of that total in the financial year that just wrapped up. Now, that's up from the previous year when Sony shipped 17.7 million PS4s. It is kind of important to note here that shipping numbers are different from actual sales numbers. Shipped means that's how many have been sent to retailers. They'll probably sell through, they just haven't yet. But still, the fact remains that the PS4 remains the champ of the generation sales-wise so far. Just give us the real numbers, Sony. Honestly, like, we're already impressed. You need to inflate it. We know you're popular. Speaking of console sales, everyone knows the Switch is off to a really fast start, and now Nintendo predicts it'll sell 13 million units of its new console by April 2018. It's already sold 2.74 million Switches as of March, which is more than the 2 million they predicted. If it does sell 13 million Switches, that would be a nice rebound for Nintendo, considering the Wii U only sold a little over 13 million in its entire lifetime. While we're on the subject of Nintendo, don't expect a big E3 presentation from the company. In a recent earnings report, the company said it will not host a large-scale press conference at E3. Not actually all that uncommon for them, really. You might remember that Nintendo didn't do one last year either, so it's not like this is a big change. Still, Nintendo said they will have a presence at E3, and officials said they'll give more details about it later. Meanwhile, the company released some sales numbers for its not Zelda games. The 1-2 Switch game is close to 1 million copies shipped, while Snipper Clips has already passed more than 350,000 downloads. And Super Bomberman R shipped more than 500,000 copies to 499,999 disappointed people. But there's one person who's really happy about it. We learned a little bit about the state of the Xbox in a recent earnings report from Microsoft. In its most recent fiscal quarter, Microsoft said its revenue from Xbox software is up 7%, and its gaming revenue overall jumped 4% to more than $1.9 billion. Microsoft attributed this to growth in Xbox Live, which saw its monthly active users across Xbox, PC, and mobile climb 13% to 52 million. Now, that's up from 46 million users during the same period a year ago. So, really, Xbox Live keeping them up there. Now, we're learning a little bit more about some of the gameplay mechanics for the upcoming Call of Duty World War II game. Not a ton, but a little bit. In an interview with Polygon, developers at Sledgehammer Games said they're getting rid of health regeneration, which has been in every Call of Duty since the second one. Sledgehammer Games co-founder Glenn Schofield told Polygon, "You have to worry about every bullet. You're not the superhero. You can't just stand there taking 7 bullets, ducking, shooting again." Meanwhile, in another interview with Games Radar, Sledgehammer's other co-founder, Michael Condrey, said the game will have several mechanics where your teammates can help you out. One squad mate, for instance, will be the character to provide your ammo. The goal behind this, Condrey said, was to move away from the super soldier idea and instead for you to rely on your fellow soldiers. Teamwork makes the dream work, guys. Call of Duty World War II is going to be in stores on November 3rd. We're probably going to keep learning a couple more of these tidbits as we go, but I would assume that we'll see the full multiplayer reveal and all that sort of stuff at E3 in June. Does Capcom have something new up its sleeve? Documents that detail the developer's upcoming fiscal year indicate that a major game will be released on March 31st of next year, and, well, that's all we know at this point. Could it be a new Resident Evil 2 remake deep down? Yeah, maybe, possibly. They didn't say. Capcom did say that it expects to sell 2 million copies of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which launches on September 19th. As for Resident Evil 7, which has sold 3.5 million copies, Capcom expects to sell 2 million more during the upcoming fiscal year. So, a lot of financial updates right around this time, as all of the end of fiscal year reports come in from pretty much everybody. A lot of numbers. Is a Bayonetta 3 in the works, or is Platinum Games just messing with us? It really could go either way here. Fans were scratching their heads recently after the developer uploaded 5 videos to YouTube. Each contained a scene of witty dialogue from either the first Bayonetta or the sequel. The weird thing is, each clip repeated itself 3 times. What do you make of that? What does that mean? A third one is coming? We don't know. It was a nice reminder, though, that Bayonetta kicks major ass and that we would like a third one. Get ready for more Samurai Jack. According to a tweet from Unreal News, Cartoon Network announced a new Samurai Jack cartoon from the creator of Teen Titans Go. It's going to be called Lil Jack and will premiere this fall. The tweet also included a picture of Lil Jack with a smirk on his cute little face. You might remember the original cartoon, which featured a time-traveling samurai and his nemesis, the demon Aku. It ran for 4 seasons on the Cartoon Network starting in 2001, then was revived for its 5th and final season that premiered in March. No word yet about the full plot of Lil Jack, but it's gonna be adorable. So it's got that going for it. The NFL draft was yesterday. Hang with us, sports ball people. And a lot of college kids just became very, very rich, and we're all very jealous of them. And one of the draftees has some very specific plans for all that new money. Jonathan Allen, who was drafted 17th by the Washington Redskins, says he plans on spending his new money on a proper gaming PC. Specifically, something that can play Total War, he told Fox Sports, because he's a nerd. Allen already has the perfect computer in mind. He's apparently quite the gamer. He also plays Infinite Warfare, Battlefield 1, Mass Effect Andromeda. You've probably told him that you banged his mother if you played him online. He told Fox, "I'm excited about that. That's what I'm most looking forward to." The gaming PC, not you banging his mother. We can relate though, dude. I mean, to the games part, not to the mother banging part, and probably not to being good at football. I suck at flag football, if that tells you anything. Anyway, that's all the news we have for you today. What do you think of all the stories today? Let us know in the comments down below. To make sure you get news from every corner of the internet, like this video. If you're new around here, subscribe to the Know, and we will let you know what all the football players are playing these days. Thanks to 1-800-Flowers for sponsoring this update. If you're in the US, Mother's Day is gonna be here sooner than you think. It sneaks up quick. It can be easy to forget, but it really does mean a lot to your mom if you get her a nice, thoughtful gift. If you're struggling to figure out what that would be, flowers are a classic, and they're easy for you to send without breaking the bank or getting all stressed out. 1-800-Flowers picks the flowers at their peak from their premier farms and ships overnight to ensure freshness and their original design, hand-arranged and hand-delivered. To have 24 multicolored roses shipped to your mom overnight for just $24, visit 1-800-Flowers.com/know and get your Mother's Day all sorted out. Make sure you don't procrastinate though, since you do need to do it today. You can actually see the flowers. I ordered some for my mom, and now I feel like a good daughter for once.